The Wave Troubleshooters have spent a lot of time documenting the effects of drug-related crime on neighborhoods. But what about businesses? Trying to run a business while criminals are running drug rings all around you has become impossible for some. Tonight, I go undercover to investigate their challenges in my latest Troubleshooter exclusive.
Something about a handwritten letter these days that gets your attention. Every one of the 9 pages in this one reads like a modern tragedy. It's from third-generation owners of a 68-year-old business on West Market Street, complaining about drug dealing from specific houses, at the bus stop and on the corner, shootings, overdose deaths, druggies passed out on lawns, burned down, torn up houses. A war here, watching them kill each other. They wrote this letter because all the crime is swallowing them up. Stole our furnace and air conditioner, electric box, gutters, backyard gate, smashed out the front door and 4 front windows and back door. They asked me to ride down to West Market between 25th and 26th Streets, park and watch all the zombies and dealings. So I did. It didn't take long to realize it was the most accurate letter I've ever received. This guy walks into one of the alleged drugs and guns houses from the letter. When he comes out, he appears to have a silver gun wrapped up in a plastic bag. When no one's home, the customers wait till they come back, fork over the money. These two go up on the porch, sorting out the order, small pieces of something white. When she turns around, you can see a big gun tucked into the front of her pants. The customer collects his order and disappears behind the house. The apparent dealer then sits down, pulls out his piece that was wrapped up in a rag and puts it in his pocket. Why does everybody appear to be armed on this block? Because hand-to-hand transactions are everywhere I point my camera, and people get shot to death. Most recently, August 15th at 26th and Market. Sacks of crack and other drugs at the bus stop every time I watch. Just like the letter spelled out, hand-to-hand exchanges, cash out, then they fire up the crack pipe right there. Baggies everywhere, people checking their supplies. When they run low, there's plenty more for sale.
How often do you see police?
You don't see police. What are you talking about? You don't see police.
The letter writers invited us into the barber shop they're getting ready to close with one request: hide their face to reduce their chance of getting shot. Only items that haven't been stolen: the 68 years of customer photos painting the walls.
There's people passing out on the sidewalks here. They're coming up to our customers. You want to buy something? You want to do this? And our customers are afraid to come here anymore.
They say they went to the 1st Division police station to beg for help.
And the lady said, well, you just need to move your business somewhere else. Don't you think? And
how did you feel about that?
Oh, it was like, this is crazy. This is very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. That you can't talk to a policeman about something. And they just, you know, we've told them about the drugs going on those ends. Nobody will do anything.
We used to have a lot of businesses over here.
Nobody knows the effect of crime on running a business like the guy who runs this Subway shop just off Broadway.
So we're the only one left over here.
It looks closed, like the other businesses around here, because it's boarded up, the whole place. The only way you know it's open is this sign.
Everybody's suffering, you know, they're vandalizing the windows all the time, so we don't know how long we're going to survive here.
Boards are the only weapons Rahul Lohar can defend himself with. After one break-in burglary, then another in a 2-week span.
We have to board it up. I mean, we can't put the glass because he's going to do it again.
So outrageous, as our reporter was editing his prediction into a story about the crime spree, he got hit a 4th time.
And about an hour before our show, he let me know that the thief had struck again. So here it is. Take a look. You can see this front window behind me has been completely shattered.
What Rahul Lohar doesn't know is the biggest drug dealing spot in town, according to a recovering heroin addict, is half a block away on the sidewalk outside the downtown Thorntons.
It's easier to buy heroin than it is for me to go buy cigarettes at Thorntons at First and Broadway.
Every time I watch, wads of cash and lots of transactions. What are they serving? I swing around and park in the same lot police are driving through and record a guy serving up customers out of a backpack, as fast and furious as the nearby Thornton's cashier is selling coffee. Often a white substance tied off in a corner of a baggie. One buyer tests what's packaged in this small plastic square, then a happy show of customer satisfaction. In the middle of the felony frenzy, what appears to be a homeless outreach car pulls up behind and delivers the dealer a warm plate of food. 45 seconds later, he's back to serving more customers. The surreal scene continues long after dark. This guy pouring something white out of a container and loading a crack pipe, filling baggies, taking payments from multiple customers. It's like trick-or-treating, but the candy at First and Broadway appears to be crack, heroin, meth, and marijuana.
It happens here too. People were doing a drug inside the restroom. One guy comes in, put all the drugs in there. Second guy comes in, and which we didn't know that.
In your restroom?
In the restroom. So we started shutting the restroom down.
When police finally bust his burglar, they found he'd done the same thing at other businesses. He pleaded not guilty, and his case has been waived to the grand jury. Back at the barber shop on West Market, they just noticed a problem with the only part of the building not ravaged by criminals.
We had the leak. Water was,
So your roof is leaking.
yeah, and we was like, well, what's going on? And we called them and they went up there and they said, you got bullet holes up there. I'm like, what?
When your roof leaks at 26th and Market, it's probably not the shingles. Which gun it came from is harder to determine.